welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren. If you're new here, I would love if you stuck around, watch some more of my videos. I do lots of meal preps, what I eat in a day, some fun collabs with new recipes and stuff. I have a really sweet little kitty named Hutch, if you like kitties. He makes an appearance in everything I do because he's perfection. Perfection. Look at that fat belly. You got fat belly. Okay, I'll leave you alone. But yeah, I would love if you stuck around, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, do all the things that everybody tells you to do. Today we're doing something kind of fun. So I've come up with a, you already know, it's a favorites tag, a weight loss favorites tag. I'm sure these exist on the internet. I honestly haven't even looked it up. Maybe I should have to make sure I'm not copying somebody else, but I came up with 10 ideas that people could share their favorites of, people that have YouTube channels that I know are on a weight loss journey. I'm going to tag like 5 to 10 people at the end of this, so they will also make a video and answer these 10 questions and tell us their 10 favorite things in regards to the questions that I asked, or the, you know, specifics that I make. Can you see his little paw? They're so cute. And so yeah, I think this is going to be really fun. I just kind of thought of 10 things that made sense and that I thought were going to be helpful and interesting. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I've got them written down right here. Some of them I really had to think about, honestly. Like, I came up with the ideas myself, but then when answering them, I was like, ooh, like my favorite, I had to give it a little bit of thought. So the number 1 question is, what is my favorite comfort food on plan? Hutch is attacking this pen. Go over there. What is my favorite comfort food on plan? And I put that it was the Southern style chicken nuggets from Sam's Club. They're like a Chick-fil-A dupe. Okay, sorry if the angle changed a little bit. I just got a phone call that I wasn't expecting, and this is very good news. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, the Southern style chicken nuggets are so good, but also taco soup, talked about it before. Seriously delicious. It's just like comforting. Comfort food, literally, because it's warm, it's delicious. And on Weight Watchers, you can make it basically almost 0 points, like 0 to 1 points. So you can have like a lot of servings, and you just like love yourself. You feel like you love yourself. It's just a really good recipe. So one of those two, the Southern style chicken nuggets or the taco soup, is like the most comforting on plan meal for me, or food. Okay, number 2 is my favorite kitchen gadget. This one is hard because I have 2. Again, I have 2 to all of these. Sorry. Number 1 is my air fryer. Probably that's like so cliche, but seriously, my air fryer. I love it. I use it all the time. It makes everything so easy. My most recent creation was my buffalo chicken meatballs, which I've made those before, but I've never made them in the air fryer, and they turned out so good. I will link the video that has that recipe in it, so you can watch me make them, and I also have it written in the description box of the video that I'm going to link below if you want to check that out. But seriously, it is so good. You can make so many things. I've made pizzas, calzones, egg rolls, sandwiches, like grilled double-sided sandwiches, so many freaking things. Chips, I do chips a lot. I'm actually about to make some chips right now, some homemade chips with the extra thin corn tortillas. So delicious. So, yeah, definitely my air fryer. Number 2 is like a little bit funny, but a little bit true. The wine opener. Yes, seriously, best kitchen gadgets. It's amazing. And yes, it's on plan. I easily made wine fit into my day when I was solely doing Weight Watchers. Now I'm kind of calorie counting, but it's just as easy to fit wine in. Like a glass or 2, mostly glass, but like a glass or 2 really doesn't kill you, especially of red wine. Like, you can fit that in so easily, especially with all the 0 point and low calorie options that are out there that are still freaking delicious. Like, love it. And sometimes a glass of wine is just what I need to get me through that day or get me through that week, and I never felt deprived from it. And I would say that that's like one of my favorite things, because it was something that I didn't have to give up to lose weight and to like enjoy my journey. So I think honestly it's funny, but like the wine opener for sure. Okay, so number 3 is your favorite motivational quote. I had mine on my phone, so I had to stop to get a sticky note to write it down. But mine is, 2 things you are in total control of in your life are your attitude and your effort. There's lots of variations of this quote that I've seen a lot. But things like this always speak to me where it's like you're in control. And I like this one specifically because it's talking about your attitude, which is so important. And I am 100% guilty of something putting me in a bad mood and then keeping myself in a bad mood or still being annoyed because of whatever reason instead of just letting it go because it's not that big of a deal. And so this is something I have to remind myself a lot of is like, you can be happy, just don't let those things that really don't matter, that aren't going to matter in the grand scheme of things, get to you. And then also your effort. Like, as far as weight loss goes on your journey, you have to have a good attitude about it and you have to try. You have to keep trying. I've had cheat days, I've had cheat weeks, I've had off-plan months, but I always go back and I always keep trying. I think that's so important. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody can text you every day and force you to do it. Those things are important to have that kind of support system, but it's inside of you. You're the only one that can control that. No one can lose weight for you. No one can make you have a good day. Like, you have to be in charge of that yourself. And I think it's important to remember that you are in charge. So that's my favorite motivational quote. Number 4 is favorite recipe. And this was really hard because I have a lot of favorite recipes. But I'm going to go with these creamy chicken enchiladas. So good. I made them one time. I need to find, I have the recipe up in a binder that I started when I first started Weight Watchers. Okay, that's not a good spot, honey bun. Can you sit over here? Thank you. When I first started Weight Watchers, I have all of my like OG recipes in that binder, and I know it's in there. But it's like a creamy chicken enchilada. It's topped with tomatoes. It is so freaking good. Like, oh my God, it's so good. And I'm gonna bring that recipe to you really soon. It'll be out in like a week or two. So stay tuned for that video. It's gonna be in a collab video that I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for chicken enchiladas. I would link it, but I don't know where the recipe's from. So anyways, I'll make that soon, but that's definitely my favorite recipe. It's also a really good comfort food, but it's like a crowd pleaser. Like it doesn't even feel like a healthy recipe at all. Okay, number 5 is favorite takeout or fast food on plan. Without a doubt, Taco Bell. Taco Bell, always, every single time. You can get anything like the fresca, like any taco, you can say fresca or fresco or whatever, and they just put like the pico in it instead of all the cheese and stuff. But my favorite thing is their power bowls. I've showed them in like a what I eat in a day video before, but it's just a bowl. It comes with rice and beans. I get the chicken one. It has lettuce, pico, guacamole, sour cream, and a ranch, and it's like 480 calories, and I want to say it's 12 smart points. I get mine without guac, which saves like 25 calories or something, just because I don't really like guacamole, but it is freaking delicious. I have eaten that and then woken up with a new loss. Like I had, waited the day before, ate good on plan all day, had that Taco Bell, fit into my plan, and then woken up the next day even lighter. Like, it is my jam. Taco Bell, without a doubt, is like my favorite. It is like my guilty pleasure, but sometimes it doesn't have to be guilty. So that's definitely my favorite. Number 6 is favorite beverage. So mine, as far as like weight loss goes, is the Premier Protein with espresso from Starbucks or from wherever. I personally order a triple. No, why I said I order a triple espresso on ice in a venti cup from Starbucks, and I pour in either a vanilla or a caramel Premier Protein. I thought I liked the vanilla the most, but I have to say the caramel has like really grown on me, and I think that one's my favorite. This one tastes a little more like nutty, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The caramel one's a little bit more sweet, but I really love both, and I usually add like 3/4 of it because I want to taste that coffee flavor, but a lot of people just add the whole carton, so totally up to you. But they're 2 smart points on Weight Watchers and 160 calories. Seriously love them. I try to limit myself most weeks to just 1 on Fridays and then 1 on the weekend if I want it. But during the work week, I try to just go to Starbucks once. I do it on Fridays. It's like my Friday pick-me-up. I love it. It was either last week or 2 weeks ago. I had one like 4 days in a week. $2.87 at Starbucks, at least at my Starbucks, for the espresso. And then I can get these from Sam's, Walmart, H-E-B. Just check stores around you. seriously love that. Another one that I've been loving, and I'm just gonna say it because I have it sitting by me, is these Minute Maid lemonades. They're only 5 calories. So good, 0 points, covered in Hutch's fur. I'm actually gonna open this right now. So good, so good. I've been having one of those like every afternoon at work, and it just like gets me through the afternoon without snacking a ton or at all, really. So I've been loving that a lot too. Okay, moving on. Number 7. What is your favorite tip to push through a plateau? So probably my number 1, I always go back to this. I always tell everyone this for the most part. And this is because it worked for me every single time when I was in like the first 30 pounds of my weight loss. And really even since then, I just don't do it like I should because I'm a lot, I don't know, I could go into that. But this worked for me. Like, it worked. I am guaranteed it would still work. So up your water, even if you drink 100 ounces, up it a little bit. And get your steps in. So anytime I hit a plateau, I would make sure I got 10,000 steps, and I would only drink water. And y'all can tell, I like my drinks. Like, I'm a beverage person. I drink carbonated water, lemonade, the Premier Protein. I like Diet Dr. Pepper. Like, I like beverages. Okay, again, sorry for the editing. I had to edit that out because Hutch decided to use the bathroom, and he likes to claw like the edge. He has like a hooded litter box, and he likes to claw the edge of it, so it's really loud, like him hitting the plastic. Anyways, not the point. But yeah, like I love my beverages, but I try to just stick to water. Even like 1 carbonated water a day is fine, but mainly just, pretty much only water. And then up my steps to 10,000 steps. If you're already getting 10,000, do 15. You know, just go above and beyond what you usually do for 7 days. And I promise you, maybe I don't promise, but for me, it worked. I promise you that it worked for me. So that's like my tip of getting through a plateau. Only drink water. Drink a lot of it and only drink water, and then get your steps in and just be active. So that really helped me. Other than that, I don't really work out. Like back then don't really do it now. I do it like occasionally, but not enough to say like I work out, you know? So those tips especially worked for me because I was doing things that I wasn't normally doing, if that makes sense. Okay, number 8 is favorite NonScale victory that you've had. So mine has been, I have this one pair of shorts that when I started Weight Watchers back in 2016, they didn't button, and they were like my favorite shorts. They're high-waisted, they're distressed, they're like a really light denim, super cute. I paid way too much for them on Etsy. Like, I was really obsessed with them. I still am. I wish they still fit, but I couldn't button them. So I started Weight Watchers. I think actually it started with a Whole30, and then I got a Weight Watchers, and soon I was able to button them. They didn't look great, but I could button them. So time went on, I lost more weight, and eventually they fit again perfectly, and they became my favorite shorts for the next like year and a half. And I just got to the point like early last summer where I just couldn't wear them anymore. Like, they were so big and baggy, it just looked ridiculous that I was wearing them, and all my friends were like, Lauren, get new shorts. Like, stop wearing those. They do not fit you. But I was obsessed with them. And so it was like a bittersweet moment, but it felt really good to be able to buy new shorts because I had to buy new shorts. Like, they were so big, I had to buy smaller shorts. And it just felt like I did it. I felt like I did it. And I think I've mentioned this before, but it took me a long time. Come over here. You're blocking the camera. He just doesn't understand. Come over here. It took me a long time to even go down a jean size, mainly because when I started, I like wasn't wearing jeans. I was wearing leggings. I was in college. I'd never put on jeans. I would somehow work leggings into every outfit. And so it felt like it took a long time to lose pant sizes, when in reality, I probably just didn't own a pants that were in my actual size. And so I just got new jeans this last summer, and I was 50 pounds down at that point, or this last fall. And yeah, I was 50 pounds down at that point. And so those shorts specifically, it just felt so good to be able to buy new shorts because I like literally need them. So that's been my favorite NonScale victory for sure. Okay, number 9 is my favorite reward for meeting goals. And I pretty much always reward myself with clothes. I go through phases with like clothes, like when I buy clothes, and then when I'm not that into it, like when I'm not interested in it. But when I meet those mini goals, I just feel like I want to buy that new top that I've been eyeing, or I want to get that new pair of earrings, or I want to buy this pair of pants that I think is going to look great, or whatever it is. New underwear, a new swimsuit. Recently it's been swimsuits. I feel like all I want to do is buy swimsuits. And so I'm trying to slow down and tell myself, okay, when you meet this goal, you can buy another swimsuit if you want one. So definitely clothing keeps me going, and I think it's kind of fitting with weight loss in general. So definitely that's my favorite reward. I would also do like pedicures or like manicures and stuff, but I don't always have the urge to, like, once I'm there I like it, but I don't always want to go do it. So I picked clothes. Okay, so the last question, number 10, is, I already forgot it. I'm like looking at it and then looking up to look at the camera to be like professional. I already forgot the question. Tip for beginners. Your favorite tip for beginners. Mine is, and I tell this to a lot of people, anyone that messages me or comments, like, how did you stay motivated? How did you stick with it? How did you do it? Anything like that. I always tell them this. And it's try new recipes and keep it interesting. You will get so bored if you keep making the same thing week after week after week, day after day. It's going to get really boring. Some people can eat the same thing for a week. Some people can't. I'm kind of in the middle. Some weeks I love it so much I could eat it every day for lunch. Other weeks I meal prep and I'm like wishing I could eat something else by Wednesday or Thursday. That's just how it goes. But new recipes for dinner, like, keep me going. Get on Instagram, get on Pinterest, Google. Tons of recipe websites. There's tons and tons of resources out there. Buy new cookbooks, anything like that, and try to do just a new recipe per week, especially if you're cooking for people, your husband or your wife or whoever, your kids. They will appreciate a little bit of variety. And that is specifically for me what keeps it fun. I love to try new things. I love to experiment in the kitchen and just kind of like throw stuff together. Y'all know this if you watch my channel. I just kind of like make stuff up as I go. Things that I think sound good at the time, or I see an idea and I pull inspiration from it that somebody else posted. And I really think that that has been like a number one holy grail for me, was to not get stuck in, you know, these few recipes that I know how to make. Branching out, trying new stuff is so important. It keeps it fun. Even if it's a fail, at least you know that you tried. And really, I've had very few fail recipes. Like, I can only think of one, and it wasn't even technically a weight loss recipe. It was just something I saw on Pinterest. It was some honey mustard glazed chicken, and it was awful. Like, it was so, I can't even, that was 2 years ago, and I still remember this recipe. Come here. Yeah, it was not good, but it seriously keeps it fun. And meal prep is fun for me now because I like to plan all the new stuff that I want to make. So whenever I'm bored or like at work or something, if I have a minute, I'll like jot down something, or on my lunch break, I'll look through recipes and things like that. So I just think that that's really fun. But that is the end of this favorites tag. I hope you guys like it. I am going to tag quite a few people. I don't even know who I'm going to tag yet. I know a few people for sure. But I'm going to put their channel names in the description box below to say that I tagged them, and then I'll probably message them just so they know, in case they don't watch this video, they know that they were tagged. And then if you are tagged, or if you want to do this tag, by all means, post it. Let me know so I can go watch it. If you want to say that you got the tag from me, that would be great. If not, no worries. But I would love to see everyone's answers. So tag yourself if I didn't tag you. If you are tagged, please let me know that you do this favorites tag, because I would love to hear all of you guys' answers. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a few more videos planned for you this week, so it's going to be a busy one. And I hope you guys stick around, hit subscribe, like this video if you like videos like this. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.